There's a big discussion between edge and cloud that's been going on for a while. In general, I would say like there's quite a lot of things that have moved to the cloud, and now there's this you want everything on the cloud or you want everything on the edge. It's about something about how much power do you have on the edge, how much bandwidth is it going to take to send to the cloud. In general, I would say that a big part of the services that were going to the cloud, they're going to move back to the edge, just because like the processing power starting to get cheaper and more effective, even like with phone processors and stuff like that, make the processor a lot simpler, and it doesn't require that much power. So I can foresee like a few models being small enough to be deployed on the edge, and that's going to reduce the amount of complexity for the development quite a lot, which I think is going to be great. Then behavioral analytics is another one where you can detect like, I don't know, more complex behaviors like fighting, like jumping, like when they are doing like different actions, especially for recognizing human interactions and stuff like that, I think can be very useful to prevent fights, for example, before they actually happen. When you see someone like getting annoyed, it's much easier to detect a fight, but if it can be detected before it actually starts, that would be much better. Another big trend I think is about its explainable AI. So in the past, we treated machine learning models as black boxes, meaning that we understand what it goes in, what it goes out, but in the middle, we don't know anything of what's going on there. We know that it performs well, but we have no idea why. And there are like a few different techniques that they are able to explain what's going on, especially to say like what part is helping the most for the detection and stuff like that. But I can foresee that there's going to be like big improvements there, because if we want to truly trust those models, we need to understand what sort of logic they are using and making sure that it's something that we want to emphasize. Like if we are detecting, I don't know, like, let's say like we are detecting a fish, and we are making sure that we want that the detection is about like the fish itself, not about the surrounding, not about the water, not about the rocks, and these kind of things. Then multimodal AI, I mean, this is something that already has happened quite a lot with these massive LLMs, ChatGPT-4, OpenAI, Claude, DeepSeek, all this kind of stuff. They are all multimodal. But in terms of having like very fast and efficient, I think that they are not gonna breach that market. But I think they can be really, really useful in order to be able to have like a general understanding of the image, to make sure that you understand what's the context, what sort of objects are there, and like maybe they can be used effectively to label data and have this initial pass before someone actually goes and refines the detections in the annotation process. And finally, I would say that the generative AI, there's massive, there's quite a lot of big races in this field right now, and I feel like they can start to be using for maybe create synthetic data. And what interests me the most is about to see like if one of them can be a true world model, like what people refer as a world model. It means that it can simulate pretty much everything in the world, not only like the video feed. So it means that it understands the properties of the clothing, the properties of whatever it is that it's interacting with it, and making sure that we have that could be very useful to create alternative versions of particular images. we talk about like having image during daytime, nighttime, and so on. So like if we were able to generate those with these kind of models, I think that would be like a massive leap for computer vision.